We're gonna go to a break. We kicking FSU ass tomorrow. That's all. That's all you know.
You asked what the rivalry means, and I know a lot of people have asked me what is the U meant to me. The happiest day of my life was the birth of my son, who, by the way, his name is Kane. C-A-N-E. Kane. That's on his birth certificate, Kane. That's how much I love the fucking University of Miami. His name is Kane. In my wedding vows, I literally looked at my wife, and I know there's some women here. I told her, you're the orange to my green. This is in my wedding vow. Hand to God, that's in my wedding vow. She's seen me cry once, and that was in the 2017 Florida State game. We're sitting there, and you know, anybody that knows me, I wear my heart on my sleeve when it comes to Miami. And all week, I'm telling people on the radio in Atlanta, I said, this is my life. If we lose this game and it's 8 in a row in 2017, I don't want to come back to fucking work on Monday. I just don't. And they score to go up 20-17 with about a minute and a half to go. And I've got my head down, and I'm doing like this. I'm like, I got a 4-hour drive back to Atlanta, and I'm going to have to hear every day that we lost this goddamn game. And my wife looks at me, I promise, and she looks, she goes, y'all going to win. I said, man, we lost these son of a bitches 7 years in a row. They keep doing all this stuff to us. And my best friend, Carnell, who I turned into a Miami fan, looks at me, and he's like, we ain't losing today. And when Daryl Langham catches that pass, I promise, I don't cry for much of anything. And I'm boo-hoo crying. I'm a 48-year-old man. I'll be 48 next week. I'm a 40-something-year-old man. I'm boo-hoo crying. That's how much this rivalry means. I don't give a fuck if we're 2-6, 7-0, ranked number 1 or ranked 115. We can't lose to those son of a bitches tomorrow.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. The bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still boating in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. Ha. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you killed down here. Niggas better learn the lingo, cause they'll be looking for you in that water finding Nemo. See, Palm Beach County be the craziest. Them Broward County niggas be the craziest. And them Dade County niggas be the wildest. Shout out to Belle Glaze and my niggas at Fort Myers. Salute to all my Florida boys out here on the grind. When niggas out here getting dough with that snow and the sunshine. Ducking 9, waiting at the port to bring in that order. Cause niggas like the pen don't come cross that water. Welcome to South. I was born in the South, raised in the South. A Dade County nigga that was made in the South.
Yeah, kicking ass tomorrow. That shit came from the heart. It came from the heavens. It's in the atmosphere. It's in the atmosphere. We going. I ain't gonna give no score prediction though. We gonna win.
You think we gonna win?
We gonna win.
Yeah, we win.
Okay,
so we win. It gotta be what? 3-zip, 2-zip, or something, right?
1-zip.
Dang.
1-1. I don't care if we win by 1-1.
We got 2 minutes.
As long as we get that done. Then you gotta make the announcement. As long as we get that done.
Man, first of all, we want to say thank y'all to the FOOTBALLVILLE community and everybody who came out. We want to thank Fire Nice Lounge. This establishment. Look. When experts walked in here, experts like, man, I love this place, man. You know what I can do with this business?
I was ready. I like, boy, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Tell them sign the contract. Let's go.
So listen, man, we here. We all here because we all football villains for the most part, and also we here because of Florida State. Florida State, Miami. What Florida State? 5-3.
5-3. Florida State 5-3. You on 4-4.
We beat 4 people.
Yeah, we unfortunately we won 4 games.
We beat Virginia.
Yeah, we won 4 games. That's it.
We beat
That's all.
Bethune twice.
We won 4 games. That's all.
Huh?
We beat Bethune. We beat Southern Miss. We beat Virginia, and we beat Virginia Tech. We beat both of the Virginias.
Right.
We lost to both of the North Carolinas.
Right. But tomorrow's like different though, right?
It's a rivalry.
Tomorrow's different. Right? Tomorrow's a rivalry game, and I know what it looked like in the stat sheet, but it really don't matter because
it don't matter.
Because last year we rolled into Tallahassee and they was House of the Blind.
Yeah, we
Sisters
thought,
of the Poor.
Yeah, we thought it was gonna be another 52-10 type game.
Right. We beat them 52-10 the previous year, right?
Yeah.
Right. And they had been under 500 for 4 years.
Oh yes.
They had a quarterback who we think is a tight end or something. I don't know. And we walk in there and they got us down 17 points. And then a year later, half the UM fans scared because they don't want to believe in Josh
We're going to get blowed out because we can't score, and it's a rivalry. I mean, anything can happen. We've seen some strange things happen.
Yeah?
We've seen 2002 or 2001, after we won the championship, we thought we was going to blow them out again.
Right.
And when it came down to another wide
right,
yeah,
left.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, it's always like that, man. But it's like tomorrow be a packed house, it's sold out.
Sold out.
It'll be a different atmosphere tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I guess they somebody posted. I think it was Manny Navarro. He posted that this is the first time sold out, like officially from since 2018, Notre Dame.
What do you mean?
2017 since Notre Dame.
Wow, because of Mario, huh?
Mario, and it's a rivalry game. The Florida State UM rivalry game is always 60,000 or more.
But it don't be sold out.
No, it don't be sold out, but it's sold out because it's a rivalry. They 5-3, they feeling themselves.
Yeah.
And hey, all right, y'all feeling yourself. We gonna come feel ourselves too.
Out there in the crowd, man. All right, so we didn't think Mario was gonna start like this, man. But y'all still believe Mario get it done, though?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Anybody out there is wavering right now, like, man, Manny should have got another year or something. Anybody else? Anybody out here? Who, Groove?
Groove.
So no. So y'all all feel like Mario gonna get it done. It just start off a little rough.
Trust the process.
Trust the process?
Once we circle the wagon, D, we coming back for everything.
What the hell does circling the wagon mean?
Circle the wagon means once we come back, we gonna whoop everybody ass.
Yeah, basically, we down this shit 4-on-4. The only plus this year is just winning enough games to get to a bowl. And then beating Florida State. Like, that's the only plus you got for this year.
Yeah.
Everything is already kind of, unless North Carolina just say we're not gonna play football no more.
Right.
You really gotta just say, hey, just get bowl eligible, beat Florida State.
Right.
You become 8-4.
Right.
Win the bowl.
Circling the wagon is get your players in for 23 class. Get you some Porter kids. Start recruiting for 24 class.
Right. I think picking up Kamani McLean, they proven that. Listen, man, recruiting is a fight, is a hustle. Got nothing to do with wins and losses per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had Antonio Jackson, cornerback, on out there, and he said, "Listen, man, it's not really all about wins and losses. It's kind of about where you feel comfortable at, like where you have opportunity at." And we got the coaches that's gonna fight for these kids.
Yeah, Jaden Wayne, one of the top defensive ends, he say, man, they asked him why he committed. He like, man, look, because Mario offered me when I was in 8th grade.
Right.
That man talking to me since I was 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
the relationship that this coaching staff have, man, this is real important. I mean, well, we not even gonna get into recruit. Y'all check that out on Wednesdays. Make sure you members get the information in the member section, right?
yeah. I just put some Tyler Van Dyke information in there. Because it's kind of weird what's going on with Tyler Van Dyke. X think, hey, Tyler Van Dyke took all the snaps he's going to play.
He playing them. He starts tomorrow.
In the member section, Vegas saying, listen, man, that line ain't moved. If the line ain't moved, then no talent information ain't came out.
Vegas done played with us. They played with us. They gave us teams where we thought we was going to beat them. And this, you like, well, goddamn.
Yeah.
We -4. We can't even score 4 points.
Vegas ain't playing. We just was crappy and nobody ain't know it, dog. Vegas, they wasn't playing at all.
But it's a rivalry, man.
Yeah.
It could be a 45-42 type game. It could be a 19-12 type game.
I'm taking this. I'm hotter than Kanye draws right now, dog. Hot in hell, bro. I'm trying to...
Might be you hotter than Kyrie Irving's.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all, anybody out there got any questions, man? Y'all in front of us now. Y'all ain't got to ask them weird questions from behind the keyboard now. Anybody, y'all got any questions y'all want to ask us, man?
Why do you think you're going to win?
Say it again.
Why do you think Miami's going to win?
You think Miami going to... First of all, you think Miami going to...
Yeah, I think we're going to win. So you want me to answer that first? Okay.
Huh?
I want.
That's your God, brother? Where you from?
Jacksonville.
Tuscaloosa, Florida.
Jacksonville.
Duval.
Shouts
My
out.
wife from Tuscaloosa.
Shouts out to Jacksonville, Duval, man.
Sorry.
Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Y'all.
That's what's up, man.
Misrepresented me.
Jacksonville State. Listen, man, we gonna come.
Wait, he's originally from California.
Listen. We gonna bring the live show to Jacksonville one day, right?
Soon.
Y'all gotta have our back. The villains in Jacksonville, y'all gonna have to
They
put it
wild
down.
up there, man.
Derek been telling me you got Hurricane fans in Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, a lot of.
Yeah.
I got one question.
We'll pull
All right, so wait up.
Hold on, let me ask you.
You gotta answer the first one, and then you
Okay,
next, right
so
there.
why I think that we're gonna beat Florida State tomorrow? Florida State is they real overconfident about really pretty much nothing. Statistically, they not that much better than you want. If you look through the statistics, if you if you're one of the statistics nerd, you look and say, yeah, they not that much better. I think they have maybe on offense they have maybe two game changers. On defense, I don't see any besides maybe Verse, that's if he's healthy. And just looking from that, I'm like, well, we got 2 offensive playmakers and we got maybe a defensive playmaker too. So I'm like, they not that much different from what we have. But our team, man, I think, they fought last week. It was an ugly, horrible game. The defense, the defense say, man, look, we finna go ahead and win this game for y'all. And that's what take motivation from, if they fighting, they giving they all their life for us, let me do the same thing. I'm like, well, hey, the offense saying, let's go. TVD is playing tomorrow. I feel like we gonna win the game.
Yeah. We got that's the first time you have a Restrepo.
He gonna have Restrepo, Mallory, George.
Man, Mallory lead us in everything.
Knighton. Yeah. Besides touchdowns.
Yeah, where Mallory from?
Where Mallory from?
He from Duval.
Now you from Duval?
Yeah.
Y'all used to go watch Mallory play in high school?
I ain't heard of him.
White shirt, you got a question. What's your shirt? What's your question, white shirt?
My question is, and I want you to put it out there. Are we going to play the Dogs tomorrow? The Hurricane Dogs.
The dog. So who on your dog
Yeah, I'm
list?
about to say, who the dogs you talking about?
That's the question. Us, they came from Are we going to put the Dogs on the field and play ball like
Okay, so throw some numbers out there.
Stop.
Throw some numbers. Who a dog?
Put 88 out there like he's supposed to be out there.
Saint?
88. 88 is one.
88?
88. Talking about Kobe Young. Kobe Young.
Kobe Young?
They throw Kobe Young the ball like 100 times a game.
For Saint.
18.
Okay.
31, 18.
Put the whole team out there. Put them Dogs out there and let's play some ball.
Because you feel like what? They don't be having what they be having out there. Some of the
Make a good play and jump up hoorah. Make a good play, get up and make another good play. And keep it rolling.
yeah.
That's
So y'all want Khalil Brantley.
Well, I think
Khalil.
I think Brantley don't want himself some time.
He earned it. Some. Yeah, he
Chance
earned it.
Williams,
I think they haven't recently.
Chance Williams.
the DN.
Oh.
You want to see Chance?
He
Y'all
hasn't.
nephew, Chance Williams.
He hasn't been doing.
Chase Smith down.
He hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chase Smith is out. He done.
Godson, he done.
So the dog you talk about is that 56 who did what he did last week, right?
Outstanding.
Talk about 31.
Yeah, Leonard Taylor.
Oh, talk 24.
Out there, baby.
24 on defense.
I think what he's saying is like on a consistent level. He said just keep him out there. Yeah.
Keep him out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Now our rotation.
Yeah.
Now we got an Aki rotation
Yeah,
now.
that's the thing.
rotation, throw it off now.
I don't.
Rotation come.
The rotation is like get a sack,
Dog in. Let's keep
you get the sack, you get the bench. I don't know
Well,
what the rotation.
Well, when you play for a team, when you get to college level, they have a coach that send in players and tell the players to come out. I don't know what's going on there, what you want. Because LT will make a play, and if that coach is telling LT to come out the next play, then he needs to get fired. I'm on record saying that he got to get fired. You can't take LT out when he just made a play. But you have a coach that say, hey, it's 2nd and 13, he's sending in other players and they take people out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's wrong. I mean, not maybe. That is wrong. But that's just how coaching go.
I have a question. Why does it take so long to get these bad plays in?
Why does it take so long to
Get the plays in.
get the plays
Oh
in?
man,
You know,
talk about offense.
Offense.
hey,
You see it
Why-
all the time.
Streeter.
They checking out the defense, right? They looking to the sides. Check with me, right? They doing check with me.
Hey.
I get that. It still takes too long.
That was what your boy did that went to SMU.
Hey, it's nothing.
Talk about last week.
Really?
Well, before last
That's all
week.
he did. What
Remember
he do?
before? Hey,
Coach Perry did the same thing.
yeah, remember before last week? Coach Perry had the whole stadium tapping.
It's not the same play.
Oh, they run the same play.
But see what they don't
He run the
realize,
same play a lot.
you let the
He
defense
take it all day to do the same thing. Ain't
Well,
nothing
okay,
to
so
the
this
man
is coming from an offensive coordinator perspective is you send in a play. The offensive coordinator sending in, they mostly send in 3 plays.
I can't tell it. Because
I mean, I'm just saying that's their perspective. They send in 3 plays.
play quarterback and high.
Yeah, they send in 3 plays. So you send in the first play. That's my go-to. It gotta work. But once the quarterback get out there and he looks at the field, he's saying, "Well, coach, that play not working." So he's looking around saying, "I got to check with me. Let me change the play up." So if he changes up to the second play, it's gonna take maybe like 10 seconds to get everybody saying, "Oh, I gotta do this play." Now if you change to the third play, that's another 10 seconds. It's time. Like it ain't just saying I change the play and they just go right away. Oh, it don't work like that.
No, he's saying the same formation, but out of that formation, you can run like 3.
Yeah, you run it.
I get that. I get
So like
that.
XA,
But name a time that you actually see them run
Okay.
different.
you wouldn't know that though, because you don't know the calls.
I should know, but they running the same play.
It just
That's
looks
my
like that.
point. But that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
When we see
it looks
tomorrow, I'ma tell you what they're doing.
it looks bad because it's like it's not for the most part it's not working. But it's real complicated because at the same time he had a first time starting quarterback out there last week.
I seen it with TDD.
No. He had a first time starting quarterback last week.
I
Yeah.
seen the same thing with TDD.
Me and Twan was just talking about Virginia defense. Virginia don't play no. Let's go line up man to man because we better. No, they play a complicated zone defense. So you really got to go out there and be that dude to say, I'm going to pick apart this defense. At that time, Jake is like, well, for one, the offensive line ain't blocking right. So I'm like, I don't even know if I want to drop back for 5 yards to throw a ball. If I drop back 2 yards, they going to hit me. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, he give them 3 plays. 9 times out of 10, they going with that first play. Even if they say, oh, it's not there, I'm going to go with it because that's what the coach said.
Oh, Didi, come here. You got Didi up here. Come here. Come stand right here, Didi. We've been trying to get Didi on the show forever. This is Didi, my friend, the doctor, who I killed off one time on the show.
Yeah, he killed me. How y'all doing?
Hey, but this is Didi, her and her husband. This is their spot. But Didi is a season ticket holder. How long you had a season ticket?
Oh, I think 7 years now.
7 years.
7 years.
And I told Didi the nightmare was over, right? And then the first game, Didi texted me, "Do you like Streeter? Listen, just you know what I'm saying?" When they started losing, they were Middle Tennessee. She was like, "Hey."
Oh, damn.
What's going on?
Then we lost Texas A&M. Then she just stopped texting me after the Duke game. But as a season ticket holder, somebody who's on the outside, you're just a fan because you get me there all the time. You be like, "Streeter, you know us much. We just fans. We want to see them win, right?"
Right.
How do you feel when you be putting $1,000, whatever, how much the season tickets cost into the game, and they lose, and you sitting there with Chris?
I mean, it's hurtful.
Painful.
That's all I can say. Like,
Painful.
you be mad. You
Yeah.
mad, you know, and he'll tell you, like, we talk about the season every year, and he'll be like, they going to be better this year. They going to be better this year. And I'm like, bruh,
We all say
I'm looking
that.
at you at the sideline. What is going on?
And baby
You know what I'm
girl,
saying?
Y'all say that.
he need to defer that to us. We drive 5 hours to come to the game.
See what I'm saying? That's what I be
We
trying to
ain't
tell
talking about
you.
hotel fare, food, liquor, strip clubs, whatever we do when we come down.
Hold on.
I'm just being funny. My wife right here. I'm just
Where your
being
wife at? Where your wife at? Can you? They go to strip club?
Hey,
You not allowed to go to strip club, fool? You snitching on yourself?
My wife right there. I was just playing. Hey, listen. I was just playing. My wife right there, but a hit dog will holler, right?
Yeah.
You hear all these dogs hollering, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is...
What's up?
It's all about what the fan want to see.
It's time for the buffoonery to stop.
Somebody put
You know
that.
what I'm saying? And see, I listen
Time
to
out.
the show, and y'all be on the same page as me. You got the kids that come in there, and then what pisses me off, because you got the young fan base, 20 years old, from 2001 up to now, they don't know nothing about the real Miami from the 80s and the 90s. They riding on who winning.
Yeah.
They not riding when you do, they riding on who winning.
Right.
That
And
era,
it pisses
that
me
era,
off when I watch your show, Coach Hayes' show, you talking over. These clowns don't know nothing about Miami football.
that era
They
kind
don't know
of
nothing.
dead.
They fought. They ain't never seen Miami win.
But you two, hold on. All these kids on the phone with their head down on YouTube
They want
all
to
day.
see it. They want to see it live just like you want to see it live.
Right.
They want to see it live just like
Yeah.
you.
So,
Hey, no more drinks. No more drinks for Derek.
But hold on.
No more drinks that way, okay? No more drinks over there. The young black people said no more drinks.
no, but I understand.
Wait, let us say. She want to say something.
I understand what because it's exactly what I tell him all the time. I say you might understand what's going on that end, on that field, who you speak to, who you communicate with. The fans don't understand that. The fans paying their money and they want to see their team win.
All they
So
wanna see
all
is
that
win,
other stuff
yeah.
is irrelevant.
Right,
Yeah,
that's true.
Every kid on that field got talent, or else you won't be there.
Yeah.
So we need to see a better
Oh
performance.
man, hold on. Say that again. say that again.
Every kid
on
on that field got talent, or else they would not be there.
When has everybody invested their money and it turned out soon as they invested their money? It's not gonna happen for everybody. You got to put in the work for
it takes
the
time.
work.
It takes time, Derek.
Exactly.
It takes time. Like
Exactly.
it takes time. It takes time.
Derek gonna need an IV hydration in the morning, man. Derek, Didi say stop by the office in the morning to get IV hydration because you gonna be dead in the morning, fool. All right.
Done. Hey, but shouts out
Oh,
to
so this
Didi.
is a setup on me.
She's a Northern Viking.
She's a Northern Viking.
Yeah, I'm a Northern Viking.
What I
I'm
think
a FAMU Rattler, and I'm a University of Miami alumni.
Oh,
so.
There it is.
She's a UM alumni.
So listen, man. So this Didi spot, and Didi actually, as a doctor, tell people the name of your stuff is.
Healing Hands Medical Center. Guys, if you are local, you know people who don't have healthcare insurance, hit us up. I cater to the community with the uninsured. There's a monthly payment that you make, an annual agreement, and you could get the healthcare that you want. So
Oh, that's
hit us
good,
up,
man.
you know
Cause
what I mean?
the other day, man, I had like one of those episodes. I hurt my knee in the bed with somebody, man.
Where we going with this, dog? Where we going with
Give me a
this?
call. I'm gonna see you for X-ray. Got you.
Where we going?
Mental health.
Huh?
No, I try to.
She ain't no
I try to
psychiatrist
shot
now.
you, I
You
know.
cover mental health. I'm gonna ride home.
Only
by
Chris
myself.
mental health. That's the only mental health she deal with. She only.
And on the other side,
We need help over here.
on the other side,
help
I have a Medi Spa. So yes, IV hydration for anybody who need it in the morning that you drunk too much. I do liposuction procedure. So
You doing Brazilian butt lifts yet?
yeah, I do transfer.
BBLs and all that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we do. I do BBL.
You
So
do liposuction for men?
yeah.
I got a lot of people over here.
Hey, give them my number.
Men come get like
All right.
They do? Yes. You said that like I didn't know that. All right, man. Listen, we gonna get Hayes, come here, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right, see y'all. All right,
Didi.
thanks.
Y'all cut there.
All right.
Yeah, man, we're going to get Coach Hayes. We got Coach Hayes, and we got the legendary John Michaels coming through for the show. And we're going to go to a break. We're kicking FSU ass tomorrow. That's all. That's all you know.
Do me a favor. Subscribe to Football Caneville. Be a member, too. You get exclusive stuff ahead of time. By the time y'all know things, it be too late. Exclusive members, they know 3 days. Maybe a week ahead of time. I know things right now, y'all don't know yet. Be a member.
There it is.
That's it.
There it is.
Hey, welcome back, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. to the Caneville FOOTBALLVILLE show, man. I got 2 legends with me. I got Coach Hayes. Coach Hayes was supposed to be my coach my senior year, but unfortunately I left. I hit the transfer portal.
That boy hit the portal quick.
I hit the portal fast. And we got John Michael, the legend. He been dealing with the Canes for years before I even thought about it. Go ahead and introduce yourself, fellas.
You just did, man.
Yeah.
I'm your coach.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's all good.
Yeah, man, but you know, Coach Hayes, he has his show, man, a great show, YouTube. He does things with recruits and players. And John Michaels is on the radio in Atlanta. He stood toe-to-toe with the Bama fans when we went up there last year. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'll put it in for the Bama fans. I think I called them rednecks. I called them idiots. It don't matter. I have to deal with this every day. I do a morning show in Atlanta. Obviously, the Dogs are where it's at. Georgia's the best program in the country right now. But every single day, you will hear me talk about Miami. I don't give a damn. We could go 2-15. I'm going to be a Cane from day one. But this OG right here, and he'll tell you, when the Mario thing was going down, I don't like to be fanboy very often, but sometimes I want information so I sound smart when I do my show. X will tell you, I DM'd him about every 3 days. Bro, the Mario thing real, right? He was like, bro, calm down. I said, no. Tell me again, because I keep hearing Mario ain't real. He know what he's talking about. Like, the Caneville and the FOOTBALLVILLE thing is real. I could be 100 places right now, but I fuck with these dudes. Tomorrow, West 21, I'll be there with them. There's a good chance I'll be drunker than I am now. So if you see me tomorrow, give me a hug. I'll take a shot with you. But we're here for one reason. We all hate Florida State, and we all love the U. Like, it's all about the U. And Mario is the dude that's going to get this thing right. I truly believe it. I'm pissed off. Don't get me wrong. If you follow me on social media, you live through my tweets, I am pissed off. Losing to Duke is unfucking acceptable. Sorry if I'm not allowed to curse here. Losing to Middle Tennessee State is unfucking acceptable. Losing to North Carolina for a 3rd year in a row, you should be fucking embarrassed losing to that shit.
4th year in a row.
4th year, it might be 3 in a row, 19, 20, and 21, because I was at the 18 game when Nicosi played.
Well, when they ran for 1,000 yards, it felt like it was 3 games.
Yeah, you know what I did that day?
That was 2 years.
Well, they have 800 yards that day. It's ridiculous. But yeah. But it's good to be here, man. It's always good to come home. Anybody that knows me, I grew up down here. This will always be home. It don't matter. This will be home. I've lived in Atlanta 20 years. Miami's always my home. I get recognized in the airport. Why? Because I'm the Cane. They're like, oh, you're the Miami guy. Damn right I'm the fucking Miami guy. Deal with it.
That's right. That's John Michaels right there, man. And, you know, Coach Hayes, I know who legendary Coach Hayes is.
Yeah, I'm sorry I got distracted right here, man, by the beautiful waitress they brought.
You see what I'm saying?
They brought a drink, but it's not the cane juice. It's not my cane juice recipe.
So hold on, before you introduce it, what's the cane juice?
So cane juice, it's cane juice. That's all I can say. I can't tell you the recipe yet. Listen, I'm telling you, when I drop it, it should be big, man. We working on some deals, but I don't know, like Coach, you just talking, but no, we're gonna try to work on some things here. But the cane juice is a special recipe that I got that I think the Canes will definitely enjoy. It get me where I'm supposed to be.
Right. So we give it to the team, we'll win automatically.
You give it to the team, we definitely ain't gonna score no points.
we can't have no cane juice out there for the team.
No, we definitely ain't scoring no points on that, man.
But we look. This is rivalry week. Big game, huge game. I still think it's the best, the greatest. The rivalry in college football. Florida State, both of the schools haven't been to the standards, but it's still so important because it's an interstate rivalry. Yeah. You got maybe 90% of the kids on each team that play either with each other or against each other from Little League to high school, not in college. Yeah. How important is it to you guys?
I mean, X, the biggest thing about this rivalry, to be honest, is because it's in-state. Especially before recruiting changed with the internet. And you had regional recruits versus national recruits versus, that kind of thing. Now everybody's kind of a national recruit more or less because of the internet, because of Huddle, because of YouTube. But Florida, as we know, didn't recruit much in South Florida. Past West Palm, they didn't really touch a lot of that. unless it was a special guy or maybe down in the Pahokee area, and we know because of the sugarcane field and their alumni base. But we know and we knew that if you went to Miami and you went to Florida State, a lot of those guys play. You only get 25 scholarships, and we get a top 100 every year just out of Miami. There's a top 150 come out of Broward. So that's 250 kids, and all of them can't go. But we know that the top 25 or the top 50 going to play each other somewhere in some form or fashion, and that's what made the good game, right? I mean, we talking about Boosie, Stanford Samuels, a.k.a. Boosie, hitting who? Roscoe Terrace, right? Even though they're two different schools, same city. You know what I mean? Like rival, played against each other, all that kind of stuff. So that's what made the rivalry so good. Thank you so much. That's the end of me. But I'm just saying, man. But when it comes to that, that's what made the rivalry so good, because it was literally the hometown guys. And even though we hate Florida State, people can say what they want to say, especially when those kids played then. I know I did. I rooted for them when they played other people because they were still hometown. I have to be honest with you. I rooted for my dog Devin Bush, right? I rooted for the Boosies. I rooted for the OJs. I rooted for those guys because the Sean Keys, because they were home team. Now when they played us, of course, it's hate. You know, they got to give them some gut shots, but you know that's what it is. And that's why this rivalry is so important to not just this city but this state. And right now, unfortunately, with both programs being down or haven't been up like that, it's been hurting, and we're losing those top guys to other now because of the internet. We're losing them to other schools, and that's what's diluting the rivalry even more. You know what I mean? And the rivalry's getting diluted. The games are not memorable as they used to be, because I think on your show or somebody else's show, what's your most memorable game? Everybody's talking 20 years ago games.
Everybody talking about 80s and
the Sean Taylor game, this game, that game. These 20 years.
I think after. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna get on the record and say I think after the year that Sean Taylor won the game.
03.
When Sean Taylor won that game, it was the memorable. It was done from there. Everything just seemed like. It's
that was 19 years ago.
Yeah, it's gonna be another game.
So you asked what the rivalry means, and I know a lot of people have asked me what is the U meant to me. I grew up down here. I think a lot of us grew up where money wasn't in our household. You know, the best situation wasn't there. We all may not have made the best decisions in life. I know I didn't. Lord knows. I was talking to Taz over there. I spent 2 years out of college making stupid decisions. Could have had football scholarships, decided to run the streets. You know, the streets, there's nothing there for you. But I always tell people, my wife never understands it. I've been married 7 years now. She never understands it. I said, Miami saved my life because I have friends that were doing the same thing I was, and there would be times on Friday night they say, hey, we're going to go do this. We're going to take a key somewhere. We're going to do something. Nah, man, Miami plays at noon tomorrow, and I'm going to be on my roof, and hand to God, I tell Joe Zagacki this all the time when I talk to him. Him and Sonny Hirsch, I used to sit on the roof of my house because it was the only place I could get reception on the radio, and I would listen to him. And it didn't matter if we played Oklahoma State or we played Baylor. It didn't matter. Back in those days, if you remember in the 80s and 90s, we didn't have ESPN and ESPN Plus and everything where we could see every single game.
Internet,
You had to listen to games on the radio. It's what made me love the radio. But Miami kept me out of trouble. And it made it where, like, the happiest day of my life was the birth of my son, who, by the way, his name is Kane. C-A-N-E. Kane. That's on his birth certificate, Kane. That's how much I love the fucking University of Miami. His name is Kane. In my wedding vows, I literally looked at my wife, and I know there's some women here. I told her, you're the orange to my green. This is in my wedding vow. Hand to God, that's in my wedding vow. She's seen me cry once, and that was in the 2017 Florida State game. We're sitting there, and you know, anybody that knows me, I wear my heart on my sleeve when it comes to Miami. And all week, I'm telling people on the radio in Atlanta, I said, this is my life. If we lose this game and it's 8 in a row in 2017, I don't want to come back to fucking work on Monday. I just don't. And they score to go up 20-17 with about a minute and a half to go. And I've got my head down, and I'm doing like this. I'm like, I got a 4-hour drive back to Atlanta, and I'm going to have to hear every day that we lost this goddamn game. And my wife looks at me, I promise, and she looks, she goes, y'all going to win. I said, man, we lost these son of a bitches 7 years in a row. They keep doing all this stuff to us. My best friend, Carnell, who I turned into a Miami fan, looks at me and he's like, we ain't losing today. And when Daryl Langham catches that pass, I promise, I don't cry for much of anything. And I'm boo-hoo crying. I'm a 48-year-old man. I'll be 48 next week. I'm a 40-something-year-old man. I'm boo-hoo crying. That's how much this rivalry means. I don't give a fuck if we're 2-6, 7-0, ranked number 1 or ranked 115. We can't lose to those son of a bitches tomorrow. I don't need to hear those raggedy-ass fans texting us, hitting X up, them same sorry-ass, oh, you guys don't have attendance. Oh, you guys don't. Screw you.
Never won the ACC.
You got 3 national championships. We got 5. If we're so sorry, catch the fuck up or shut up. That's how I feel about Florida State. That's how much that game means.
You only get this type of stuff on the Caneville show.
I love it.
Nobody else show. Hey man, but when he was just talking about the 2017, no 17.
17. Oh yeah.
I was inside Tussie's. I was inside Tussie's.
What time are we hitting there tonight?
Listen.
Is that an after party?
I was inside Tussie's. When they scored when they went up, I had some strippers in front of me. I told them, man, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want no more drinks. Just go. I'm getting ready to walk out. So I was in the back. You know, everybody know Tussie's. I'm in the back at the sports bar. I'm start walking up front. And I just hear people clapping, and I look, I'm like, what the fuck y'all clapping for? We losing. Oh shit, Braxton Berry caught a pass.
Yep.
Another pass. I'm like, oh, okay. So I stop. A stripper say, hey, you want to dance? I say, man, look, leave me the fuck alone. The game is on, and
them girls need situational awareness.
yeah, they gotta know. Like, and let you know when Langham caught the touchdown, man, I ran all the way outside and I ran back inside. They're like, what's going on? I say, man, we won. We just stopped an 8-game.
7-game winning streak, yep.
And they ain't understand, but yeah, that was huge, man. Yeah. This rivalry is crazy. I'm talking about going from the 80s to right now.
My first ever live, now, again, lived in Lauderdale, Miami, went to high school in West Palm. My aunt, may she rest in peace, diehard Miami fan. She had a 1-bedroom. If you've been in like the hood part of Lake Worth, you know, the raggedy part of Lake Worth, she had a 1-bedroom efficiency. So it wasn't bigger than about 2 of these couches. We'll have 30 motherfuckers in there watching Miami and Florida State in 90. I'm not kidding you. 92, we're wide right 2. We're sitting in an efficiency with about 30 people. But I could never afford to go to the games. Like everybody goes, oh, you lived in West Palm. We couldn't afford to go to the games. My first Miami game was 1989. I got free tickets to see us play Wisconsin. Now, back then, Wisconsin was terrible. We won 51-3, and that was it. 2000, I'm living in Atlanta. My boys call me and go, we got 15 tickets for Miami FSU. We don't care what it takes. You got to be here. All right. AirTran was $89 round trip. AirTran. $89. I flew in Friday. We had strippers from Rachel's in West Palm at the crib. Yeah, my boys were a little bit more high-end than me. Rachel's strippers. We're partying with them till 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm used to the mint, y'all.
6:30 a.m.
Coach City Hall was there.
Driving to the OB. And if you remember that 2000 game, literally at halftime, the Orange Bowl is out of water. Water's gone. The only place you get water is out of the sink in the bathroom.
Or you got to go into somebody's house where you park your car.
Right,
hey,
but by then we're in the stadium.
Oh.
Miami wins that game. And I said, I can't miss this game. I've probably now been from 2000 to now, tomorrow, 18 of the last 22 Miami FSU games. I'll miss a mortgage payment to make it to Miami FSU. That's how important, and I think a lot of y'all feel the same way. Like, we're all here. We're not here to watch the Heat play Indiana. You know, we may love the Dolphins. We may love the Canes basketball team, but we're here for one reason. It's for Miami and Florida State. And tomorrow, the big thing for me, and I talk about it on my podcast all the time, if there's a time for the mentality to switch in, and remember, these are 18 to 22-year-old kids. Most of us probably have kids.
We got some on that team that's, 30?
Yeah, boy, with COVID, they might be 30.
Mallory got to be about 32.
But you start think about the mentality of yourself when you were 18 to 22 and how fragile your psyche was. And I think that's what's going on with the Canes right now and what Mario's trying to alleviate. You got kids right now that don't know how to play while they're losing. And that's why as soon as you're down to Texas A&M, things don't go well. Middle Tennessee gets a couple of fluke bullshit plays, things don't go well. Duke gets a bunch of turnovers and guys quit. I said this on Hockman and Crowder in the 2020 year. I sat literally 2 rows behind the bench in Clemson. Clemson's 90 miles from me. I drove up. COVID year, everybody. We're down 7-0, and I watched 3 of our players put their heads down and start doing this. And I start cussing them. What the fuck are you doing? We're Miami. It's 7-0. What? The mentality of the kid today is when things don't go right and I don't get the instant gratification from right here on my phone where I get likes and loves, I don't play as hard. Mario is trying to alleviate that. A win tomorrow, I guarantee that fucking psyche changes for kids on this football team. That's where last week, while it was, oh my God, it was like watching paint dry against Virginia. It was so important to roll into this week with a win. Because the psyche now is I can sell my kids. We worked our ass off. We had a backup quarterback. We had hurt running backs, hurt receivers, yet we won a game on the road. Now you walk into the biggest game of the year, and my mindset's right. And if your mind is, and I hate to sound preachy, but if your mind is in the right state, you can accomplish anything. Because I promise, and I'm overweight, so I deal with this all the time. When I sit at home and I feel sorry for myself, and I say, man, I can't do this. Guess what? I eat wings. I'll drink 6 sodas. I lay my fat ass on the couch and don't do anything. I'll drink a Tito's and Red Bull, and I'm good. When my mind is right that I'm going to lose the weight.
Tito's and eggs, not Red Bull.
I'll try that. When my mind is right and I say I'm going to get things right, I lost 75 pounds.
Wow.
And the thing is the same thing. When you put your mind to something that's right. And for Miami, if y'all are watching, Tyler Van Dyke, Rooster, Kobe Young, Leonard Taylor, put your fucking mind right that you're going to step on their throat tomorrow. Because Florida State is what I like to call paper tigers. They're great. They are. You guys are 5-3. What are you celebrating? Punch them in the face. I was talking over there to Taz. I said the first play I would do, that wham play you saw last week where Khalil Brantley comes in a little soft motion and they let the DN run free and his job is to knock his dick in the dirt. Let Jared Verse come free, put your face mask right here in his chest and make him have snot bubbles coming out his nose. Because I promise he ain't coming after TVD after that.
What they say is, what, hit stick, bust it?
Yeah.
I got the shirt.
So here's my thing. And I know it's coming. I know you've been waiting on it. But I want to say this. I want to applaud and I want to give acknowledgement to y'all passion of how you feel about the Canes. And I have to say this to everybody, as well as I was just at Canes where over there with Coach Coop and T2Y and some other guys.
Should have brought Coach Coop here.
Steve-O, yeah, Coach Coop, Steve-O and those guys. Canesville is loaded with people buying that expensive stuff, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about it's super expensive, and it is wall to wall, and the people pulling over each other. No, I want that shirt. I want this shirt. But it goes to show you that I think what a fan's problem is, not the problem, why they're upset is because, like Ms. D said, if I said her name correctly, you're a fan. You don't care about that. You want the end result. Right. We're giving our all to this. I got a homeboy just did his whole room, pool table, everything with you stuff. Like, people want results. Mm-hmm. And the hypeness with the Mario Crystal Ball, nobody talked about this piece of it. Mm-mm. We talked about the
10-2 ACC
come
title
on, bro.
game.
We talking about
Floor is 9-3.
How you do anything is how you do everything. And Twan and them guys made a great. I still love that thing where they made the little where he's the speech and he's showing the stuff, bro. That don't get you fired up, like you know what I mean, like that kind of stuff. But my only piece. I'm gonna say one piece. I only say one piece.
Okay, say
all of that, and then you walk out with an MTSU kicking the ass. You not a fluke play like a Doug Flutie. You know what I mean? You throw one up and you win it. Right. We talking about a shellacking, bro. Right. You walk away with a shellac, and that right there is where I think people are confused in what we were selling versus what the outcome is. Mm-hmm. No doubt. Drop $100 million in this. We say we need money. Okay, they gave us money. We say we need the coach. Okay, we got the coach. As one of my viewers call it, Warren, the SEAL Team 6 of coaching. We got the SEAL Team 6 of coaching. We got national championship coordinators. We got head coaches, NFL guys. We got all. and the product is not. If we're losing to Texas A&M by 7, 8, we losing here to a good team. We're losing a bad team. Middle Tennessee ain't won another game since, dog.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, think about it. They have not won another game since on their level. And that's where I think the fan base is hurting, because they're confused and saying, well, wait a minute, why is this like it is when it shouldn't be like this? Does that make sense where I'm coming from?
Makes perfect sense.
That's good. Yeah.
But we here, you just seen, we had John Michaels and Coach Hayes on the show.
Getting kicked off, y'all.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back.
Off.
No, we'll be back. Caneville.
FOOTBALLVILLE.
The U.
All right, listen. Hey, one second. I got an announcement to make. Brent, come here, bro, for a second. Stand right here for me, man. You ain't gotta sit down, man. Just stand right here for a second, man. Listen, man. So listen, man. Listen. We got. How tall are you, bro?
6'9".
We got Brent right in the house, right? Right? Let me tell y'all something. I don't know who invited this motherfucker here tonight. I don't know, right? Every time I see Brent Wright, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. This man ended my high school career, dog. I was a senior. He was a damn sophomore. You dropped like 20. He dropped like 20 and something on us, right?
I remember that.
Ended my high school career. Sat in the locker room, cried for a goddamn hour. I ain't know what I was gonna do next. Ain't have no scores to go to college. It was him and IOD Skipper. How old IOD Skipper was? Tell the truth, dog. 20, 22?
Nah, IOD was about 19. He was 19.
He was 19?
Yeah, he was 19.
Right. Nah, so, but real talk, every time I saw him at the park, like maybe 3 months, every time I see Brent Wright, I want to punch him in the goddamn stomach. He just don't know it, though. This man had me in the locker room, boo-hoo fucking crying, man. Appreciate you for coming, man, all right?
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You good, man. You ain't even know that, huh?
No.
Boy, that shit hurt, boy.
That dog could have been D-Wade.
That shit hurt. I said, like, what we gonna do? What we do now? What we gonna do now, man? I ain't go to class. I ain't took no SAT. I ain't did shit. This nigga 10th grade done knocked our ass off. You remember that?
Yeah.
You was that, Didi?
Yeah, I remember that.
You want to be home. You ain't want to say you don't remember that.
I don't know who invited this motherfucker. I saw him back there. He told me, what's up, man? All right, you wanna all right, you good, bro? You good?
You cool now?
Huh?
You cool?
Nah, man, that shit hurt. I cried, dog. Boo-hoo cried, dog. I cried, dog.
Yeah, we'll jump him.
Hey, yo. Manny, come here.
He a marked man now.
And hey, Manny, bring my man with you.
Hey, Street.
What?
I saw Rick look huge on the show. I ain't know Rick with that show.
Oh, man, you said it out loud, man. That's funny. How you gonna tell me dog like that?
That's my dog. Rick, come here, man.
Where's that tall you was, dog?
No, see,
They acting like you 5'8".
They tripping, man. They tripping. Hey, come on here, man. I'm trying to get some damn juice for this dude. Them my dog. Man, I'm telling you, on that show, boy, you look.
I mean, it's the shoulders. It's the shoulders.
You say it's the shoulders. All right, so listen, check this out, man. Tell the people what your name is, bro.
Taz Haitian Kane.
Taz Haitian Kane. What's your name on YouTube?
Tostado Dunkerville.
Tostado Dunkerville, right? This my boy with Medi right here, man. So Air Force, right?
Yes, sir.
Finally got that shit right. But I brought Taz up here, right? Because listen, Taz has been supporting us, dog, for the longest. See, he got the Caneville shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, this man has been supporting us for the longest, and I want y'all to understand that we're not just up here. We're not just up here talking about football. Y'all got to understand what media is in this world. Media kind of controls what we think, what we see. But you don't see too many. People eye color, right? Like when I'm sitting in the room and I'm asking Manny, I said Manny, dog. When I'm asking Josh Gaddis them questions, right? It's not too many people in there that look like me. And for a long time, you know what I'm saying? For a long time, I didn't really know my place sitting in there. You know what I'm saying? So with people like him, man, that support what we doing, that's kind of help us keep pushing and going forward and to keep growing, because we need more people that look like us to kind of control the narrative, because a lot of times they telling stories about stuff that they don't relate to. You know what I'm saying? So now I just wanted to bring my man up here, man, because he always in the cut, dog. He always in the cut. He always support, man. We appreciate you, bro, all right?
No problem.
Yo.
Do me a favor. Subscribe to Football Kingsville. Be a member too. You get exclusive stuff ahead of time. By the time y'all know things, it be too late. Exclusive members, ain't no 3 days. Maybe a week ahead of time. I know things right now, y'all don't know yet. Be a member.
There it is.
That's it.
There it is. Appreciate you, bro. That was good enough, bro? Huh? Yeah? Listen, man, Caneville IOD Squad, we out here live show. I got my boy Rich done came and sat down here. You punched Derek in the shit, dog? Jacksonville. Derek came here with 8 people now, though, dog. You came by yourself now, Rich.
Nine.
Derek came with 9 people.
Hey, Rich know his business.
Yeah?
Your boy right there know his business.
Yeah?
Hey, get me on the show so you have an OG with the young boy. Get me on the show, man.
But listen, man, y'all see us live all the time. Y'all see us live a lot, man. This is Mehdi and Rich. I know y'all hear their voices a lot, man, but y'all don't really like always see them but that's why we kind of created the community. You know what I'm saying? The FOOTBALLVILLE community. And somebody out here came up with that name, because I damn sure didn't.
Yeah, the villains?
Yeah, I saw it in the comment section. But these live shows, we're gonna try to move them across Florida. Like first Jacksonville, keep claiming that all the Cane fans in Jacksonville. You in Orlando, right?
I'm in Orlando.
I don't know if we coming to Dakota, bro.
I don't know about Jacksonville.
I don't know if we coming to Dakota.
I wouldn't let you.
No,
I wouldn't let you.
Hey, I know about North Dakota.
Huh?
I know about my boy that played for the Vikings. He passed now. We were classmates in college in Marines. He passed now, but I just go to North Dakota all the time with him.
Yeah.
So we was in Minneapolis all the time when he played for the Vikings. And when he passed, man.
Yeah. Listen, bro. I got my boy Mehdi and Rich up here, man. Y'all still believe the nightmare over? Every time S get drunk, he start hugging me.
No, Speedy drunk. He's drinking my drink, man.
Oh, that's yours, dog? You ain't do that?
No, nigga.
Okay.
Do I still believe nightmare's over?
Y'all still believe the nightmare over, though?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me all the time. I stay 10 toes down, man. So I don't run from anything. I feel like it's a process, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the Cormani McClain commitment ain't enough to show you how different things is about to start looking, then
right.
I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Line that shit up.
What's up with you, dog? You still you lead?
I mean, I feel like it's 2 parts to college football. It's recruiting, and then you got the actual game. And just like Mehdi just said, us getting Kamani was big. And if we continue that momentum, you know, Mpemba's still on the board, Pancake is still on the board. We got to win that aspect of the game, and then the other stuff will fall in line, the mindset and everything else. So I feel like we winning that side of the ball. Now we need to win the other side of the ball where we pull out some of them tough games. Right. So, like, tomorrow's going to be a tough game. So when we can pull it out, I feel like the nightmare is over.
Hey, listen, man, y'all, I met Rich because how dedicated Rich was. I saw Rich wanted to be a part of the community. Then Mehdi was the same way. Y'all saw value in IOD Squad and FOOTBALLVILLE. Talk to me real fast, man, about the community and because y'all own it all the time. Y'all either in the group meet, y'all somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Well, what is it for y'all? Is it just a way to get away from your wife, or is it something that's really of value to it? Talk to me a little bit about that, bro.
For me, I would say I got heavily into investing probably like 2018. One of my troops I actually dealt with kind of put me onto it right before I went out on a deployment. So I came to FOOTBALLVILLE originally just to get Kane's content in Caneville. And then Street Air kind of opened up this opportunity via Discord to kind of talk about different investment opportunities, day trading, crypto, you name it. And we noticed is that, kind of like how you said, there was bigger value than just having you know, a football dedicated group, because there's plenty of those out there. And he said it, you know what I'm saying? He said we run fast enough, we jump high enough. And he's come across plenty of athletes who have not taken those things into consideration, and now we sitting there wondering like, dang, what happened to fill in the blank? They broke out on the street, no money. So I'm not an athlete in that caliber anymore, but I am someone who wants to be comfortable when I get older in age. So the stuff that's in there, it's all value. It's valuable. It's value added on top of the Caneville and exclusive stuff that we get in there. So subscribe.
There it is. What it mean to you, dog?
I mean, for me, Edrin James said it when you sat down and you interviewed him.
Mm-hmm.
I've been following FOOTBALLVILLE, I would say, for probably when you got on YouTube, that's when I started following.
Yeah.
And for me, I like, there was other platforms out there that started 10, 11 years ago. And I saw FOOTBALLVILLE over the years just keep continuing to grow, continuing to evolve.
They didn't know what the fuck I was doing in the beginning, though.
Right.
They didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just out there.
But a lot of those other ones, they fell on the wayside. They left. So I continued to support. And of course, when you started IOD Squad and started talking about investing, that was right up my alley because I wanted to learn how to invest. And I saw where you could take something that's mainstream culture for us and then shift it to where we're not only just talking about sports, but everybody in the group, you know, fans, whether it be former players, whether it be current players, whether it be kids that are coming out of high school, it could really be a community where we all know each other, we all continue to lift each other up, and that's what IOD is about. So for me, it was a no-brainer. And from a business perspective, we see how important communities are. We saw the whole crypto rush, we saw the Bitcoin rush, the NFT rush,
right?
And it was all about the communities. And we got a homegrown community right here, and it's like, what can we do when the whole world's in the metaverse? So I'm along for the ride to see how powerful we could become as a group.
Right.
So that's what I got. Subscribe.
Yeah, man, y'all gonna make me cry up here, man. What the fuck? Y'all, that's how y'all really feel, dog.
Yeah, man. Like at the end of the day, man, it's
what the hell, man.
At the end of the day, man, it's
$20.
no. At the end of the day, it's bigger than football, and we understand that. And if we have more people in the community who kind of understood that it is bigger than football, this is a grassroots thing that comes from watching kids when they were jits, you know what I'm saying, running around in different parks, and now, you know, we're watching them on the cusp of or in college, possibly facing the opportunity to make millions of dollars. Yeah, we gotta stand up for them. We gotta give them opportunities and outlets to go ahead and, you know, expand on their wealth in a smart way, and not just listen to all the outsiders and the naysayers. So more to come. We still growing. You know what I'm saying. Street here, you know what I'm saying, he's holding it down, so we appreciate him. We appreciate you. So.
Oh, man, that's what's up, man. Caneville, man, we out of here, bro. Man, I appreciate that.
Of course, man.
Touch my heart, man. You still...